GameStop wasn't a victory for retail traders. It was the moment Wall Street showed you exactly who's allowed to win. And it wasn't you. January 2021, GameStop hits $483 a share, an 11,900% increase from $4. Then it crashes. Not because the thesis was wrong, because someone flipped the switch. September 2019, a guy named Keith Gill posts on Reddit. His username, Deep Fucking Value. He's buying shares of GameStop at $4 each. GameStop, the dying mall store that sells used video games. Everyone on the subreddit calls him delusional. They mock his losses for 18 months straight. He keeps posting. Every single update, same conviction. Because Gill saw something Wall Street didn't want you to notice. Hedge funds had shorted over 140% of GameStop's available shares. Shorting means borrowing a stock, selling it, then buying it back cheaper. You profit when the price drops. But 140% means they sold short more shares than actually existed. That's not aggressive betting. That's a mathematical impossibility. And it created a trap. If the price rises, shorts have to buy shares to cover. But there aren't enough shares to go around. So the price climbs higher, which forces more buying, which sends it higher still. It's called a short squeeze. And GameStop was the most squeezable stock in history. January 2021, millions of retail traders on Wall Street bets see what Gill saw. They start buying all at once. GameStop goes from $20 to $483 in 2 weeks. Melvin Capital, one of the biggest funds short on GameStop, loses 53% in a single month. Citadel and Point72 inject $2.75 billion in emergency cash to keep Melvin alive. Then, January 28th, Robinhood turns off the buy button. You can sell GameStop. You cannot buy it. If you can only sell, the price can only go down. This isn't a pause, it's a one-sided intervention. The stock craters. Retail watches positions evaporate on the app that promised to democratize finance. Then the congressional hearings. Robinhood makes most of its revenue through something called payment for order flow. Translation, they sell your trade data to market makers. The biggest buyer of that data? Citadel Securities. Same Citadel that bailed out Melvin Capital. Robinhood's real customer was never you, it was the hedge fund betting against you. The SEC's own report later confirmed it. The price movement was driven by genuine retail buying pressure. Regular people overpowered institutional money. Melvin never recovered. Gabe Plotkin shut it down in May 2022. Total losses, roughly $6.8 billion. Melvin died. The system that protected everyone above Melvin, still running. June 2024, 3 years of total silence. Keith Gill posts one image on X. A cartoon of a man leaning forward in a gaming chair. No words, no analysis, no ticker symbol, just a meme. GameStop surges 110% in a single day. Billions in market cap added. From one picture. The movement didn't die. The cultural power survived. But what actually changed? Same payment for order flow model, same market makers, same structural advantages. The response wasn't reform, it was restriction. GameStop wasn't a revolution, it was a stress test for a rigged system, and when retail started winning, the game got stopped. Retail was never given a seat at the table. And when they pulled up their own chair, the table got flipped. If you like stories like these, please like and subscribe.